Please, I can't sleep.
It's time to listen to Courtney at last on the Ramblings of an Insomniac podcast.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to the Ramblings of an Insomniac. I am Courtney. Hello. How the heck is everyone doing? How are we faring these days? I'm still not keeping up with the news, and I've been keeping off social media for a bit. So I'm not really aware of what's going on, to be honest. I mean, I hear, of course, I don't live in a cave, so of course I hear things. And people talk about stuff, so I'm a little in the loop, I guess, kind of. But I haven't been doing any videos, and I haven't been, like I said, kind of keeping up on stuff because I have enough going on in my own life that I just don't really want to. I want to try to keep on this positive path and, again, control the things I can and worry about the things that I have solutions for and can control, and then let the rest just go. So I'm continuing on that path, and I'm trying to just kind of do all the cliches. I'm trying to live life, take things one day at a time, take a breath when I'm feeling overwhelmed, focus on the good, all the good bumper sticker cliches, the cat hanging on the thing going, hang in there, all that. I'm into all of that right now. I don't know if you guys have seen the show The Middle. It's got Deborah Heaton, I think her name is. She was on Everybody Loves Raymond. But there's one of the daughters. Oh my gosh, why did I just blank? Sue Heck. She's just this like eternal optimist. She's constantly searching for the good in things and always smiling and just a genuinely positive person. And I have a friend like that, and it just cracks me up because more often than, well, not more often than not, but a lot of times I feel like people are like, geesh, that person, she's too happy. She's too positive. She's just so cheerful all the time. She's too cheerful. And I've said that before. And then I'm like, what the hell? Is there such thing as too cheerful, too positive, too happy? I mean, I totally get it because sometimes you're like, geez, like you have to sometimes be upset. Like that's what we have emotions for. I mean, we have anger and sadness and stuff for a reason. I mean, there's even a show about it. But it's weird to me when someone's just constantly, because I'm like, how much Prozac are you on exactly? Because you got to feel those emotions. But if you are just genuinely a positive person, doesn't necessarily mean that they're not sad or not angry once in a while. But I find myself sometimes being like, you're too happy. And I'm like, what a bitch. I'm such a bitch. That's awful. There's no such thing as too happy. Like I need to be happier. I need to be more grateful, I don't know. What do you think? Like, is there such thing as too happy, too positive? Is that a thing? I mean, I don't know. Sometimes it gets on my nerves, but then I'm like, that just makes me a bitch. It's good that we have those people like Sue Heck because thank God it makes us maybe stop for a second and go, is my life really that bad? Like, is it as bad as I'm making it out to be, or am I just having a moment? Am I just kind of feeling all the feels and just being a little um, dramatic right now? Am I being a little selfish right now? And again, I'm all about, once in a while you have to be dramatic and selfish, and once in a while you have to feel sorry for yourself. Um, and it's okay because we're not perfect. We're not robots. We're not the Stepford wives. So I'm all about if you're feeling it for a moment, but just don't, like take it out on others and don't live in that space. Have the emotions and let yourself do your thing and get it out of your system and then be like, all right, whew, whew, that was good. Yeah. All right. Needed that. And then move on. So I'm very about the stupid, cheesy, corny, stereotypical, cliche, positive crap right now. I'm throwing up rainbows and unicorns, at least trying to, which is difficult because right now I have a couple of big things going on in my life and I'm trying not to, again, I'm trying to stick to my whole MO here, which is control what I can. So, am I part of this problem? Am I, you know, what am I contributing to this? What do I need to make myself happy and healthy? So, if you're struggling with that right now, you've got to find a point where you're like, is this affecting my mental health? Is this affecting my physical health? Is this safe anymore? Should I, and if whatever it is that's in your life, whether it's a toxic person or job or drug, um, I'm just, I hope everybody is catching on to like a Sue Heck type of vibe. And we're like, damn, life is short. What am I doing to like live life? Am I living life or am I just kind of skating by? So I've been thinking of that crap, but then I go to totally other things. Like this morning, I was on the elevator. I was getting on the elevator to go take my dogs on a walk. And while I was in the elevator, I felt like an asshole because I could hear that somebody was like starting to come down the hall. And I was like, oh, God, no, 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 no. So I was like, closed door, closed door, closed door. And then I thought, that's such a dick move, but I know we all do it. Like, of course, I'm not going to close the elevator door on like an elderly person. I would never do that. That'd be such a douche thing. Would not do it. And if I'm in like a business where it's really crowded and people are like trying to get to their appointments or get to work or something, and, you know, there's a lot of people and I'm not going to hog an entire elevator just for myself. Like, I'm not going to be like, sorry, and close the door when like there's a lot of people that need to get somewhere. Um, but that said, I absolutely am going to do the whole closed door thing if someone else is coming, which we all do it. I know I'm not the only one because it's weird. Isn't it? Like riding in an elevator is such a personal thing. Like so many things can happen. I mean, you're like, do I talk? Do I not talk? Do I just look at my phone? Like nowadays, I have to say the invention of cell phones is kind of great in the sense that, well, for a lot of reasons, but one, it's nice for things like when you're in an elevator and you don't want to talk to somebody, or just in general, if you don't want to talk to someone, you just pretend like you're talking or you just look down at your phone and look through stuff because that's the, of course, universal signal for don't fucking talk to me. I don't feel like talking to you right now. Leave me alone kind of thing. Um, so that's handy, but it's still weird. Like it's just weird riding in an elevator with someone because they could kill you. Who knows? They could, you know, it's just weird. It's uncomfortable. We all know why. It's just a weird thing. And again, if there's an elderly person, I'm not going to close the door on an elderly person, of course. Or if someone's got like a boatload of groceries, like I'm going to be nice. Although this time I don't know. Someone could have been an elderly person. I'm not going to lie. I didn't take time to look. So anyway, elevators are weird and I don't like them anyways. They scare the shit out of me. I've been stuck on elevators 3 different times. Apparently, I curse elevators. I got stuck on the fucking Space Needle elevator once. This was many, many, many moons ago. But let me tell you, as someone that A, doesn't like heights, cannot stand heights, and B, does not like elevators, C, claustrophobic. I have all the things, all the things. So then you stick me in an elevator on the effing Space Needle that is glass. It's glass. You can see out of it, which frankly, I hated more. I wish it were enclosed. Obviously, I know why it's glass. It's so you can see out and see the view. I just mean that made it worse for me. It didn't help with me feeling claustrophobic. Somehow it made it worse. But so yeah, claustrophobic, don't like elevators, don't like heights, get stuck on the bleeping Space Needle elevator with my mom, who also has the same phobias, and my dad and a couple of people. And we were all like, lovely. Granted, it wasn't for a long time. I feel like, I mean, I was young, so I felt like it was a long time, but I know it wasn't. But still, been stuck in several elevators and never for very long, thank the Lord, but they're weird. And I feel bad because I'm on an elevator all the time now. And there's been times where there's a back door that you have to use a key to get into, and you'll hear that when you're getting ready in the lobby, when you're getting ready to get into the elevator, and you're like, oh shit. And you like push the open door real quick, and you're like, come on, come on, come on, come on, elevator, come on. And then it finally gets to you and you sneak in, and then you push the close button door real quick before before they open the door and see you, because once they see you, then you're committed. There's no hiding. You're like, fuck, you can't just like get into the elevator once they've seen you and close the door. Like, at least I can't. How many of you do that? Like, do you see somebody and you're just like, no. And then the door just closes and you watch them like you're looking at each other in the eyes and you're still closing the door on them? I don't know. I don't have the kahunas to do that, but I'm sure it happens. Um, so elevators are not my cup of tea. And now I use one, but that's okay. Not complaining, just sharing. Also, funny story. It involves strippers and a dog. That sounds really foul and disgusting. So I'll rewind that. Okay. So I don't go out. I even like I've never been one to like go to bars. I'm not really. When I was really young, well, when I was of age, I would like to go to bars that had dance floors just because I love, 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 love to dance, not because it was a bar. Like if it was, in fact, I would like it more if it wasn't a bar and I could dance, because when I dance, I don't want to be like, I don't want some dude, some random stranger to just come up behind me and start grinding on me, which, by the way, fun fact, men, I'm just going to let the men of the world out there know. Most women, I'm not going to say all, but the majority of women are not a big fan of having strange men getting all up in their personal business, touching their body and shoving their dick and grinding their dick all up in them and like touching them. It's not usually, and some women do, and I'm not knocking those women. If you like that, then you get it. You do your thing. Totally not judgment. I'm just saying most are not really into it. Now, I'm not going to lie, once they get to know you just a little bit, or maybe had a couple drinks or whatever, and they at least have given you permission to do that, then okay. Like once they're like, if you went up to them and you just kind of started out with dancing next to them, get the vibe, feel the vibe, see if she wants you around, see if she's making any kind of eye contact, because they'll let you know. I mean, sometimes we're weird and we speak in some weird tongue that we expect men to know what we're talking about, and we don't even know what we're talking about most of the time. So I don't know why we expect men to know what the fuck we're talking about. But anyway, I digress. Dancing. It's just weird. So just, get a vibe first before you just go up and immediately start, grinding your dick all up in her, you know, business. But I had a point to all this, damn it, dancing. So strip club. Yep, there we go. I got there. See, I always get there, you guys. Just you have to buckle up for the ride. You just gotta go along with me. So never go out, never been a going out kind of fan unless there's a dance floor. And I've always been kind of a fuddy-duddy. So my friend, though, decides that I just need to go to this. It's basically like a Thunder from Down Under, but not. And I'm not just saying this, I really have really not been one to like um, male dancers. I mean, I'm nothing against a male dancer. If you're a male dancer, again, I think you look good. Not knocking how you look. Love your moves. They're great. I'm just not one to like, again, I don't want to be danced on. I think it's super weird. Find it odd. Not my thing. And I just don't like watching men dance like that. It's just, to me, again, I think I'm a bit of a prude. I don't know. Maybe I am. maybe I'm kind of a prude. I just think it's weird. Just like I don't like it when women dress super slutty. I think it's weird. I am like, have a little bit of pride and respect in your body. And I mean, again, sexy is one thing. I think you should totally, if you want to look sexy, that's great. I just don't understand the showing absorbent amount of skin stuff. Like when your boobs are basically not even covered and you only basically have like little stickies on your nipples. And then you have a skirt so short that if God forbid you just barely move, your entire ass is hanging out and your coochie's hanging out. I just think that's really trashy, in my opinion. But again, if you dress like that, then get it. But so I'm not into men being. I'm the same way with men. I don't like speedos. I'm like, really, really. You can't, I don't know. I think speedos are just fucking ridiculous. I don't care who you are, and I just don't like the whole male stripping thing. I think I just laugh. I don't know. I can't take it seriously. I just can't. So my friend, though, decides in good nature, she wants me to come out with her and her sister. And we were like, I was like, fine, 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 fine. She's like, I already got the tickets, so now you have to go. And I was like, oh my God, okay, fine. So I never go out and I don't like strip clubs. So I now am at a strip club and a bar and all these things. And I also have anxiety and I don't like, that kind of environment. So I'm just like, oh, and then I'm driving at night like an old person. And the funniest thing is, I'm trying to get to this place after I've already worked a 12-hour shift. I have just enough time to get home and realize that I don't really have anything that's cute necessarily. So I decide, you know what? Fuck it. I am like bohemian cowgirl. So I wore my cowboy boots. I wore my faded jeans that I had bleach on at the bottom of it that kind of looked like acid wash. And I wore basically a t-shirt, threw my hair up, and I ended up getting more compliments because, yeah, I got a lot of compliments, and it was kind of funny because I did not have time, and I was like, yeah, all right, go me. I never go out. This is great. So then I get there, and at first I'm in line because I'm like, okay, I never drink, but I am gonna have to have a drink if I'm in this environment. So I go to wait in line, and first off, the line is like a gajillion miles long and it's barely moving. And I'm like, fuck my life. So I'm in line and I'm noticing that these people want to get like to the bathroom or get over to where like these pool tables are. And they keep cutting in front of me, but they're being really rude about it. And they're being all like, excuse me, but they're being shitty about it. And I've worked a 12-hour shift and I'm feeling all anxious and I've already got all this crap going on in my mind, but I'm trying to be positive. But sometimes the reason I stay out of bars is because sometimes I get spicy and zesty and I'm just like, I'm not in the mood for this. So I keep being like, shake it off. It's no problem. And we get through the line finally after 49 years and people are starting to annoy me. And I'm like, I gotta like calm down. So I end up getting 2 drinks, by the way, because you have to wait in line forever. And I'm just like, fuck it. So got those. And I end up the show starting and but my friends end up sitting in these two in a different spot because we didn't realize when we got the tickets there's like assigned seating. So we end up getting broken up and I was like and I had to stand and I was like, oh my God, Jesus. But I find I'm sitting there and all of a sudden on the corner of my eye I see a dog. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here. There's a dog in a strip club right now. And I was like, that's a lot of noise for a dog. And at first I immediately felt bad for it. But then I was like, dog, oh, and I start to ask this gentleman if I can pet their dog. And the dog and I start becoming friends. And then he and I and his wife start talking. And we're just sitting there chit chatting. And I keep loving on their dog. Meanwhile, there are 5 half naked men dancing behind me, and women are screaming and wanting these men to, take off by the way, it wasn't a full strip thing. They kept their junk hidden. So their junk wasn't hanging out. They had that hidden. But they're sitting there, grinding up on stage, and I'm all, oh, dog. And I'm wanting and all I'm doing the entire time is talking to this couple and talking to them about their dog and loving on their dog after I just got off work in which I am with dogs all day long. And I'm like, oh my God, what is wrong with me? I can't even, like, I was so disinterested that I was almost ashamed of myself because I'm like, what is happening? I am not even remotely interested in these half naked men at all. And then they're just making me want to laugh. And again, not because they're, not capable, good looking men. I just am not really into that. And I believe it or not, that's not my taste. I know this sounds like a weird, stupid thing to say, but I don't want you to look like the Magic Mike kind of dude necessarily. I think that's just too douchey look. I don't know what it is. I'm not, again, I'm so sorry. I'm not trying. I think that it's awesome to be in shape and to take care of yourself. I love it. But there's just something about a man that looks like that. I want you to be in shape and I want you to have, abs are great, muscle, great, you know, being in shape, great. But there's also like that too much because then I'm just like I can't stand people that look like The Rock, Dwayne, the Wayne Johnson, whatever. I don't like him. I think that look is ridiculous. There's such thing as being too jacked up, like that big bodybuilder type. Anyway, point is, how sad is it that I am talking to a dog and found him far cuter than these, you know, hot men behind me? What is wrong with me? And then the whole time I kept thinking, son of a bitch, I have to drive home in the dark. I got to drive home in the dark. And I'm like, I am old, or I am just like a 90-year-old trapped in a middle-aged person's body because again, I was stressing out about the drive there was a whole thing because I could barely see. And then, being around people and all of that. And then the drive home was stressing me out. And I wasn't interested in adorable men. I was interested in adorable dogs. So that's me. That's what's been keeping me up. But hey, I'm not ashamed. It's all right. I'll find well, I'm not even looking for anybody right this moment, but again, I don't mean that offensively to any Magic Mike, jacked up, dancing male stripper. You all deserve a lot of credit. You worked hard for that body, and I appreciate it. I appreciate it greatly. Um, I just don't want it all dancing. I don't need you gyrating your business in my face when I don't know you. I mean, call me weird, but I don't like strange men's penises in my face. It's not a thing for me, but if it's a thing for you, I think you should totally do it. So, not judging. Anyway, on that note, I really appreciate everybody that's been tuning in. You guys are just absolutely amazing. You're amazeballs. You rock my socks, and I genuinely, genuinely appreciate it. Tell a friend, tell a neighbor, tell a coworker, tell the world. Just get on every social media thing and be like, hey, Ramblings of Insomniac. Anyway, I appreciate you guys, and I hope that you have a wonderful day, night, evening, whatever it is in your neck of the woods. Thank you so much. Until next time.